We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
26 Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The toss right to Henry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
At the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd and 2, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Attaboy. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're reaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
On second down now, it's Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it third down and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Cowboys 7, Washington nothing.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
26 Mike, 26 Mike, bang out, bam, 26 Mike, 26 Mike, pick it up, pick it up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
26-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys take
when a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mariota now to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. On third down, Mariota. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Mariota. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Boswell set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Cowboys' 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mariota finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 20.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota now. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And Lutz's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Derrick Henry with touchdown under 20 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota is going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Mariota steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
On the keeper.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
To throw is Mariota. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Cowboys 24, Washington 12.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Following the interception here, Mariota. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Mariota. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Conley. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here. Wilson got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And he connects with Ertz. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Oh, boy.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dancing to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Washington 12. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota is going to fire, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Lutz good on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And Ingram hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mariota again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 31. Washington 26. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big run that time by Henry. 48 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The end result, 21 yards.
Washington.
Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mariota now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
To throw Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Again, it's Henry. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Good. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game.
10-26. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. The 20. 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One last shot now for Mariota. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game.
34.